Welcome back. That was the musical break right here at Hope at Dawn, right here at Hope TV. This is where you look and you live. Thank you so very much for remaining glued to your screen. We really appreciate you for that, for the same. My name is George Gishuru. Why don't we go straight to what is being reported in the dailies this morning? We start with the Daily Nation. And they go with the headline, Ruto-linked farmer wins back 13 billion shillings land. And this is a farm associated with President William Ruto has retained possession of a 1,600-acre parcel in Ruai, Nairobi, after obtaining a court order suspending a decree that handed the vast land to squatters. The company lost ownership of the land in October 2024 after the High Court ruled its papers were not legitimate. It's a story that is covered on page 4 and 5, and Uhuru regime seized part of land in 2020, but order was revoked after 2022 transition. All right, the story that is covered on page 4 and 5. And then how Trump's new trade tariffs will hit Kenyans. Farmers and workers in the textile sector are most exposed as a 10% tariff imposed by the United States on Kenyan goods kicks in, likely disrupting an industry that supports about 180,000 jobs. The tariff announced by US President Donald Trump on Wednesday last week has taken effect even as manufacturers and exporters struggle to explore ways of tackling the disruptions. Goods exported by Kenya will now be taxed at the rate of 10% in the US, making them more expensive. The tax will mainly affect exports of textile products, tea, coffee, fruits and flowers, which have previously enjoyed tax-free entry into the US under the African Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA framework. So you can read that on page 7 on how those tariffs will hit Kenyans. Then I see another story. This was also captured on social media. The video was trending on social media. Dishonorable House MP gets a 90-day ban from Parliament for fight with her colleagues. These were the two MPs, an ODM nominated MP and an IALA MP. They were in a fist fight in Parliament, and now one of them has been hit with a 90-day ban. Read that story. It's covered on page 6. And then Supreme verdict on killer women. Top court to make a ruling on battered woman syndrome defense. It's a story that is on page number 3. And there is a tribute here pouring for former minister. Day a Furious Moi minister resigned at Daily Nation office. I have resigned as your minister, John Koech, who died on Tuesday, scribbled. And so tributes to continue to flow following the demise of the former Moi minister, John Koech. And then I see the front page, the picture there is of the KDF-led team takes down 11-story condemned building. And here there is this picture. A building goes down yesterday afternoon in a controlled demolition near the Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital in Mombasa County. The 11-story structure had started sinking and was tilting dangerously, and so it was brought down yesterday. And the governor, Abdul Swamad Nasir, we are glad that the exercise ended without casualties. This is a moment of national significance, and we are grateful to our officers for executing it with such precision. That's a story that you can also get to read inside the Daily Nation. And 6 journalists sustained injuries last night as they covered the chaotic arrest of former Kakamega Senator Cleophas Malala, who is the scriptwriter of the controversial Gen Z-themed Butere Girls play Echoes of War in Rongai in Nakuru County yesterday. And I also see here 129 women killed since January as deadliest counties revealed. Those are the cases, the femicide cases, and in the last 3 months alone, 129 women have been killed, and that is quite alarming. And then I see Isiolo Airport upgrade needs an extra 4.8 billion, according to CS Chirchir. Read that as well inside the Daily Nation. Why don't we shift gear to the Standard? And in your copy of today's Standard newspaper, they go with the headline, House of Deals. And there is a picture there of the president and some silhouettes of some people, and the background is the State House, and the headline, House of Deals. Wheeler Dealing State House is the hallowed residence of the president and carries the nation's heritage apart from being the center of power. But recent claims are depicting the house on the hill as grounds for patronage, plunder, and pillage under the president's watch. The story that is covered on page 4, and you can get to read what that entails. And the story that also we have covered on The Nation, Malala in trouble over echoes of war play. Author of Butere Girls drama script and politician was yesterday barred from accessing his actresses in a stage show being showcased today. It's a story that is on page 2. And then balancing act between freedoms and order. The government wants to regulate social media, but experts warn the move is a double-edged sword. It's a story that is covered on page number 5. And then we can get to the real estate pullout inside the Standard. Confusion mars state's affordable housing dream. It's the pullout, real estate pullout, page 27. And why tenants cannot purchase dwelling units. That's the report. And cleaning products bad for your health. That's according to a study. And then I see Supreme Court fails to insulate National Lands Commission from barrage of land cases. And heavy police presence at Melvin Jones School, where Butere Girls are set to stage the controversial play Echoes of War. Journalists ejected from the venue. I don't know why they are making this such a big deal. And you know, the more you create drama, the more it attracts public interest, and really people would now want to know what is really in this play, you know. So I don't know why, and this is actually counterproductive. Me just thinking, you know, whoever is advising, whoever is involved in this is poor PR, by the way, because now people will want to know what is actually really in this play, you know. Then a story that we covered, Yala MP Falhada Iman suspended from Parliament for 90 days over brawl. And you can read that also inside the Daily, or rather the Standard. Looking at the Business Daily and what is being covered, the CBK sees Kenya exports drop as Trump tariffs take effect. Exports to America expected to fall by 12.9 billion shillings. No significant hit on balance of payments. Exchange rate forecast. That is in the front page of the Business Daily. And workers who lose jobs to economic shocks get stipend. Workers who lose their jobs in the wake of economic shocks such as a pandemic and recession will receive a monthly state pay if a government-backed bill that seeks to expand the menu of social protection programs is adopted. It's on the front page and page 2 inside the Business Daily. And the Central Bank of Kenya will from June this year slap daily fines on banks that deny borrowers lower interest charges despite successive cuts on its indicative lending rate. And then Nairobi drops in hotel ranking as developers go up country. International developers have shifted a long pipeline of new hotel projects to sites outside Nairobi, and with it, jobs and growth in favor of the hitherto ignored regions. That's the Business Daily as well, and you can get to see other business stories that have been covered inside the BD this morning. And then Taifa Leo wanasema mlima walipuka licha ya rais kufanya ziara ya kufana na kujitangaza mfalme mlimani, hali bado ni tete. Unaweza soma taarifa ile ukurasa wa pili. Aibu wanasiasa wakijivua uheshimiwa na kupigana. Haya, soma ile taarifa pia. Na walimu wanolewa kwa gredi 9. Walimu wakuu wa shule za sekondari wapokea mafunzo kuhusu gredi ya 9. Sudan Kusini yainamia Amerika na 10 waumia kwenye fujo za kura ODM katika kaunti mbili za Nyanza. Ni yale ambayo yanaripotiwa gazeti hilo la Taifa Leo. A lot being reported as always, and so you can go grab your favorite copy, get to see what is being reported, read what is being reported in your locality, in your county, in your constituency, and also in other counties, also at the national level. And so we can get to know what is happening. And this is important. Why? As believers, we are called to pray for our nation, to pray for the leadership of the nation. And so we get to know, how do we pray for this nation? Right about now, why don't we take a break? And this is to pave way for the video of the day.